Downside to Patriots system is evident in Nick Caserio case. The two pillars of the Patriots' remarkable, unkillable dynasty, Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, share a common competitive drive and co-authorship of 6 Super Bowl titles. Closer to the end of Belichick the GM is Jimmy Garoppoloing Director of Player Personnel Nick Caserio, who earlier this month was blocked by the Patriots from interviewing for the Houston Texans' vacant general manager's job. After the Patriots, just as Brady rendered the succession plan at quarterback and Jimmy G's Patriots career obsolete with his staying power and desire to keep doing his job, Belichick is doing the same to Caserio, whose contract expires after the 2020 NFL Draft. As long as Belichick's continuity in key roles coach/GM, quarterback, offensive coordinator constitutes one of the Patriots' chief competitive advantages, but it comes with a downside. It's a roadblock to promotions and advancements are bottlenecked. Upward mobility. There have been some talented folks leaving the team this offseason, some frustrated by their lack of opportunity for a promotion or increased responsibility. Caserio's a Houston job, which he was also blocked from interviewing for in 2018, is unique because of the presence of former Patriots offensive coordinator and current Texans coach Bill O'Brien. Caserio it was a chance to work with his buddy, and finally have a chance to run the building, said a source with knowledge of Caserio's situation. He told Belichick, based on age, at some point, he'll be given the opportunity. I think he would love. I think the appeal for Nick was the opportunity to work with someone who he is extremely close with. I don't think the 43-year-old Caserio believed he should have been able to interview for the job. The source said that it was a tough week and a half, but I am certain it's behind all parties, or at least it seems to be, said the source. The 2019 season will be Caserio's 19th with the team, 17th in player personnel. He is a valued. Caserio genuinely enjoys learning from Belichick. Still, it's colleague Ben Bullen. Caserio is open. If the idea is that he wants to go somewhere else or is anxious to go somewhere, I don't think that's fair, said the source with knowledge of Caserio's situation. I think it was strict. The source confirmed that Caserio's contract runs through next year's draft and indicated it wouldn't be shocking if Caserio re-upped with the Patriots, but sends any prohibitive clause that prevents him from pursuing other jobs. Of course, he also could leave for Houston since the Texans haven't filled their GM job and plan to do it by committee this year. The Patriots are walking a fine line between guarding their own institutional secrets / protecting an organizational asset and blocking career advancement. The latter is a bad. Caserio has been director of player personnel since 2008. The team hasn't. Respect people, pay them, give them the title, said a former member of the organization. There's nobody better, or let them leave for more responsibility in lieu of that. Instead, there's a sense that some folks who were part of the off-season exodus felt stunted or underappreciated, and some who remain may share those sentiments. There are people that have put in major work, and you don't take care of them. To me it's not Rob. Belichick isn't going anywhere. The Michelangelo. No one wants to think about life after Brady and Belichick, but one day it will be here. The question is, Christopher L. Gasper can be reached at. Follow him on Twitter.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.